Yo, what's up? In this series, we're going up against the Cleveland Indians, and we're going to talk about the second month of the season. So in the month of May, we finished with a record of 17-11. That right there, that's a pretty good month. But I gotta say, we had our ups and downs, our highs and lows, because we were trading off series early on. We were winning our series early on. We were winning 2 out of 3 games, and then we go on an 8-game win streak. 8 games. We were playing the best baseball so far of our season. We were killing it. And then we go on to lose 5 out of 6. What the hell, bruh? Come on now. I don't know how we lost 5 out of 6. It was so crazy. But that just shows that we're not there yet. We're not ready, or we're still growing, I should say. Because 8 games in a row, that's back-to-back sweeps. We have the potential to be great, but we're not there yet, because you can't win 8 games and then go on and lose 5 out of 6. You know what I'm saying? So we still got work to do. We're still improving as a team, and we're going to make some roster changes moving forward. But if you look at the AL West, we are first. So that's a good sign. We're a game and a half up coming into the month. We were tied with the Astros now. We got that lead. So that in itself is a good sign, because the Astros, I mean, they obviously played well because they're only a game and a half back, but we played a little bit better. So we got to continue that and try to make that lead even bigger in this next month of this season. Other than the Astros, the Rangers are 7.5 back, or 6.5 back. Then the Angels are 7.5 back, and the A's are 9.5 back. I think that's how it is. So we got some comfort. We have a little bit of lead right there, and I think we're good. I think we're good in the AL West. We don't want to get in the wild card though. But other than that, let's talk about the players. So we have Austin Jackson. How did he do? Well, in April he was batting .367. Now he's batting .309, but that's a given because you start off the season hot, and obviously your batting average is going to go down. If you start the season cold, it's going to go up. So in the month of May, he had 30 hits, 15 runs, a home run, and 15 RBIs. That's pretty good right there. Robinson Cano, he was batting .254. Now he's .233, so his average dipped, and that's not a good sign, because in our first recap, we said we needed to get his batting average up, and I mean, he's declining right now, and that's not a good sign. But even though he's not hitting well average-wise, he had 24 hits, 12 runs. He did have 2 RBIs and 15 RBIs, so at least he's getting RBIs when he has chances, but he's not consistently hitting the ball well. Nelson Cruz, his average didn't go up much either. He went from 228 to 233. We need more hitting from him. Just base hits. We don't need home runs every time, but he did have 26 hits, 15 runs, 8 home runs. So that's a big one right there. That was the most of the month, or tied most, and 25 RBIs. He was getting RBIs left and right. A huge part of our success this month, because every time he came up, I mean, yeah, he was striking out a lot, getting outs here and there, because his average didn't go up, obviously, but at the key moments, the clutch times, he delivered. So, I mean, we want him to hit more average-wise, but he did have a good month. Kyle Seager, he went from 284 to 285, so he's staying consistent. He had 30 hits, 11 runs, 4 home runs, and 16 RBIs. That's a good month right there. And it's tied second in hits with 30, so he was hitting the ball well. Mike Zunino, batting .299, up from .295, and he had 26 hits, 17 runs. 17 runs. That's actually second highest of the month, and 8 home runs, so he tied with Nelson Cruz with home runs. He's been banging them. He's been clutch for us so far this season, and hopefully that's gonna continue throughout the season. We are making changes to get a backup catcher, so we'll be giving Zunino some more rest, but still, Zunino, he's been a key part of our offense. Logan Morrison, he's been playing fairly well for us. Went from 250 to 245, has 22 hits, 8 runs, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. I mean, that's a decent month. Can't complain that much, but we are looking for an upgrade. Dustin Ackley, he has 25 hits. His average went from 308 to 292. 15 runs, 3 home runs, and 15 RBIs. Another good month from him. Here's the big change. Brad Miller. He was batting at the end of the order. We moved him to the leadoff spot. He went from batting 172 to 269, a huge jump. 33 hits in the month. That was the month high, and he's been killing it at the leadoff spot. 20 runs, another high, and 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. So I think that was a good change for us. It definitely boosted our lineup, and we were scoring more runs, I believe, because of it. Seth Smith goes from 311 to 328. Smith is hitting the ball very well for us. 26 hits, 12 runs, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. And then I'm not really going to talk about the reserve players because they don't really have that many opportunities. They have limited time. But Ruggiano, he's been doing good in that platoon spot. 13 hits, 3 runs, a home run, and 2 RBIs. Weeks, Bloomquist, and Sucre, I mean, they get limited opportunities also. They don't do that much. And they're up for the motion. Well, not Bloomquist. Bloomquist is actually staying. But let's get to the pitchers. So King Felix, he had a rough month. 2 for 3 in the month. His ERA went from 2.31 to 2.48. I mean, that's not bad. 25 strikeouts. James Paxton, he went 3-3 in the month, and his ERA went from 3.80 to 4.25. So that's not really that good, but he had 26 strikeouts. Iwakuma, he had the best month pitching-wise, going 4-1. His ERA dropped from 2.88 to 2.15. He is pitching so good for us right now, and hopefully that continues. Taijuan Walker, 0-0 for the month. He was 2-0. He's still 2-0. Man, he is just so many no decisions for him, and it kind of sucks because he has been pitching pretty well for us, but he's not getting the runs. Or he's not getting run support, and we're not getting wins for him. That's the same with King Felix. We don't get run support for him. That's why he has 3 losses. He pitches good, but we're not getting run support. So Taijuan Walker, he had 25 strikeouts though. J.A. Happ, he went 3-2. His ERA dropped from 5.01 to 3.62. So that in itself is solid, and that's a good month for him, I guess, because he is our 5th starter. Bullpen-wise, Wilhelmsen 1-1. His ERA dropped from 3.52 to 2.33. Furbush, he went 0-0. I mean, he's a bullpen, so he's not really going to get that many wins, but his ERA dropped a lot from 4.66 to 2.57. So that right there was a positive for us because he was on the hot seat, but he pitched well for us. Danny Farquhar, he picks up 3 wins in the month. His ERA dropped from 1.59 to 0.59. So he has been very solid for us, and he is getting ready to be that setup player, getting that setup role. So he's solid for us right now. Tyler Olson went 1-0 in the month. ERA dropped from 5.59 to 3.48. So good signs for him, but he's still on the hot seat. Yervanes Medina, he didn't actually play for us this month because I found out I had to trade him, so I didn't even play him. So he's still 2-0. He's going to be traded soon. Probably in the next video you'll see a trade. There are 2 trades coming up. So definitely some changes you will be seeing. And then Carson Smith, 0-1. Went from a 0 ERA to 1.45. And, I mean, that's a given. He's going to give up a run here and there. But still, he has been solid for us. And hopefully that's something that continues throughout the season because he is also, with Danny Farquhar, going to be our setup man. And then Fernando Rodney, he is 0-1. He picked up his first blown save, as you can see in this video. So a rough outing for him right here. A huge disappointment, but nonetheless, I mean, he has been almost lights out for us. He has had shaky outings here and there, so it was a given that eventually he would blow one. But he had 9 saves in the month, 6 strikeouts. Still a solid performance. Nonetheless, we did have a pretty good month, but we are still looking to improve. So we'll see what happens, and I'm out.